lessons from running a sales agency. This is another video from this series. And today I want to talk about why sometimes you have to eliminate the best performing sales guys. From running my sales agency for 7 years, what I learned to do the bottom 10%. There is an unwritten rule. If you are managing a sales team, if you're running a sales agency, okay, you shouldn't be afraid to eliminate the bottom 10%. Okay. And it doesn't have to be your underperformers. If you look at your sales team, okay, you probably have different types of people. You have this really arrogant guy who is brilliant in sales. Okay. But his attitude, his mindset is always dependent on how many sales he gets. And this is a very dangerous personality to have in the office. Yes, he gets lots of sales, but when he doesn't, okay, then like everybody feels that and he can affect everybody else's attitude. So that's exactly what I learned to do. I learned to manage their feelings and expectations. So you should have a meeting once a week where you check up, not just on their sales target, how they're doing, but where are they at mentally? Okay, are they uplifting each other or are they complaining and dragging people down? Because what happens when they lose their attitude? That's the phrase we used to use in our office. They complain a lot. They start telling that the industry changed, people can't afford it, recession is coming, all those objections that they keep hearing from customers, okay, but they only excuses. If you can go out and prove that they are not right, okay, and I spoke about that in the previous video, how to manage your sales team. So it's really important for you to know what type of salespeople you have. Okay, then you have a really hardworking person. That person who has to work on numbers. Okay, and whatever numbers are there in your office or in your sales team, whether it's like 100 calls, whether it's sending like 20 emails, right? They're really hardworking and they just work on that. Okay. Then you might have somebody who is amazing in building relationships. And those are one of the best people to have as well, because usually those type of people, if they can close, they don't need to handle a lot of objections. Okay. Because by the time they get to the close, their customer is already telling them that they want to get it. So it's kind of like an amazing person to have, right? Okay. Then you have people who work the best by themselves. And as far as they are performing and hitting their sales targets, it's okay. Just kind of like leave them off. But it's really important to have a healthy sales team. And a healthy sales team has a beat mentality, has an uplifting mentality. So one of the biggest challenges in any sales team or in any sales office is to manage your salespeople's expectations and their mental level. Because if they start dropping, you really need to catch it very quickly. Otherwise, you're going to have to let them go. Because if someone is underperforming for a few weeks, it's very hard to retrain them because they simply kind of like listen to a lot of excuses for a few weeks from customers. So you nearly need to work together with them to achieve whatever you're looking for. And just coming back to that arrogant person who usually is really good in sales, but they're not really a team player. Okay. So if you do have some kind of structure where maybe somebody is responsible, maybe you have a team leader, just be very careful that this arrogant salesperson who doesn't really have a lot of people skills is not responsible for managing your team, because they're really good in selling, but they don't have managerial skills. Okay. So it's easier to pick somebody else who is performing. So your high roller doesn't have to be a team leader. Okay. Because I've seen it a lot even with my local business clients where there is like a really high rolling salesperson, but they're affecting everybody else in the office that are not doing sales because their mindset goes up and down purely based on how many sales were done. Okay, so it's something to think about. Obviously, if you need any help with that, I ran a sales agency for 7 years. Send me a message on the website. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.